Saddle up, Reno Rodeo fans. We are just 23 short days away from the wildest, richest rodeo in the West. That's right, the Reno Rodeo is just around the corner, and I'm so excited to bring to you some important information you need to know and some other fun information that you can help plan your Reno Rodeo 2024. As we get ready to rub some dirt on it, we want to make sure you have all the information to have a successful June. Starting off with the Reno Rodeo Kickoff Party. That's right. June 7th, 6 p.m. at South 40 in South Reno, a family-friendly event. So kids are welcome, parents come on down. It is free. We will have live music, line dancing. You can shop with vendors, get some of your rodeo outfits together, and of course have a great time as we kick off the best month of the year. And we love South 40 for hosting, so thank you so much for being a partner of ours, and we look forward to seeing you down there at the Reno Rodeo Kickoff Party. On this episode of Reno Rodeo 365, we'll be sitting down with some VIPs of the rodeo, our officers and other important faces to share with us some of this information. But first up, a message from our sponsors. All right, Reno Rodeo fans, the first VIP I'm sitting down with today to talk all things Reno Rodeo 2024, of course, is our very own president, Carrie Ann. How are you?
I'm so well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We've got some new and exciting things happening this year. I want you to touch on something that's near and dear to your heart, which is the Scalability Conference. So many people right now are wondering, what the heck is that? I thought this was a rodeo. So make it less intimidating. Tell us all about it.
I love it. Scalability was a brain baby that we had down at NFR. Obviously, as peers, we get together for National Finals Rodeo, and frankly, there's so much information to share intercommittee-wise. And so this year, I decided, you know what, why don't we open up our doors to hospitality to our peers and associations that are producing rodeos just like ours, and even events that are different than that, and invite them to our rodeo to learn all about how we do what we do. We are a 105-year-old event, so over those 105 years, we've found out a thing or two about how to be successful. We have systems in place, and honestly, I think the most beautiful thing about it is people look at our rodeo, it's the 7th largest in the PRCA. That in and of itself is intimidating. So when we were at the Wilderness Circuit Finals, there were a few peers who said, you know what, yeah, that's all great and fine, but you're a really big rodeo. How are we gonna do that? And I said, why don't you come to Reno and we'll tell you.
That's amazing. So how can people sign up, and then who would be your targeted audience for those to come and learn?
Conference@renorodeo.com is an email address you can message to get all the information. The last day to sign up is May 31st. Right now we've got 48 attendees from 16 different organizations that are going to join us. We're super stoked. And I would say that if you're a visiting committee, this is the best way to experience the Reno Rodeo, because you're not just getting the experience, you're going to get to experience over 7 different private venues. And you're going to get 8 hours of education, and we have peers from inside the entire PRCA coming to help mentor in this way. It's going to be the most jam-packed entertainment venue. It's going to be so phenomenal. I can't even wait to have everybody here.
You radiate excitement talking about this. Most of the time when we hear the word conference, we're like, oh, death by PowerPoint. Yeah, wah, wah, wah. What is going to be new and exciting about this as far as the events go, some free time to explore the area around us?
First of all, everybody who's coming to this conference is going to learn. You're going to literally see behind the scenes tricks and tips that we have for everything that we do, which I think is hard to capture in the wild. So that's going to be really great. Beyond that, you're going to the branding room, you're going to the concert, the kickoff concert. We have a standalone Extreme Bulls event. You're going to go to the first ever Dock Bar Speakeasy. You will be the first group that's ever been in this private bar venue, and we are so flipping excited about it. So that's going to be cool. Club 1919, our sponsors tent, they're going to see a night of the rodeo, which is Patriot Night, and honestly near and dear to our hearts. So there's no stop held back for this event.
Okay, Dock Bar Speakeasy. Again, people are wondering, what is this? Rodeo, cowboy hats, how do we class that up and make it this event? So I have my own expectations of it. I'm excited to see what it comes out to be, but how would we, share that with someone who's maybe interested but not fully quite committed?
I mean, we could talk about it, but I'm just kidding.
You could just come see it.
Yeah, it is a speakeasy in its tradition, is we don't want to give away all of the secrets. But basically, we started the branding room because we just wanted to offer another VIP experience to our consumers. And here we have another venue that honestly has been untouched while we've had it here on the grounds. And it's got so much heritage and history. So we're going to turn it into the classiest, swankiest, most relaxing area on the grounds. And we're going to show the rodeo via television every night in that bar. And it's going to be a great way if you want to come out and be a part of the fabric of the Reno Rodeo, but you don't necessarily want to be in the grandstands watching the entire rodeo. You want to be around friends, socialize, maybe parties, birthday parties, bachelor parties, whatever it might be, just a night out with the girls or a night out with the guys. This bar is the perfect place. You want to get your tickets early. You can find all the information on our social media channels.
And like many nights of the rodeo itself, the Dock Bar and Speakeasy are on their way to selling out. I know there's midday weeks available, both weekends and Friday night events. So would you encourage people to get them right this second?
Definitely, if you can get your tickets. Obviously, something new in Reno is always like a hot topic. The 2 Fridays are sold out, but we definitely have lots of other availability. So just check in. And frankly, that number varies a little bit. So definitely reach out and get in touch with the team. We can't wait to have everybody at the Dock Bar.
Yeah. We're so excited to share with you another new and exciting event coming this year, and there's always something new to add. So if you don't want to be a part of it this year, then you'll just be sitting on the outside wishing you had. So be a part of history with us.
I love it. Thank you so much for having me today. It's great to see you.
Yeah, thank you. We're so excited to have you as our president this year and see all the other new and exciting things that come and during Reno Rodeo. We're about to rub some dirt on it. So excited. Gear up for the 105th Reno Rodeo at the Double R Marketplace and experience the biggest little shopping adventure in the West. With over 100 vendors, you'll find everything from Western attire to home decor to tasty treats. Open every day during the Reno Rodeo at the Livestock Event Center Indoor Arena and South Exhibit Hall. The Double R Marketplace, Thursday, June 20th through Saturday, June 29th. Plus, shop online anytime at renorodeo.com for Reno Rodeo merchandise. George is no stranger to Reno Rodeo 365. We've talked to him throughout the year, but our general manager knows everything and anything about Reno Rodeo. So he's going to explain to us the Reno Rodeo daytime roping events. So what's different about these than your typical evening performance that someone would buy tickets to?
Well, it's just bringing in just team roping, and we actually added other events. We've got barrel racing, we've got tie-down roping also. But we brought in a new promoter this year to put it on, an Equine Network, and World Series of Roping. They own the World Series of Roping, which is an $18 million roping at the same time as the NFR in Las Vegas at the South Point. And so this is what they're calling the Patriot Qualifier. And this roping, along with three others around the country this summer, will qualify people to get to that $18 million roping at the end of the year. So on Monday, we're having the open roping, and there will be a ticketed event that day. They will be charging, but you'll see the best of the best in the world here, up to 100 teams. It's capped at 100 teams that are going to be entered. It's a very exclusive and a prominent roping, and a lot of money on the line.
So Monday is ticketed, or the other days free?
Yeah, all the other days are free. Tuesday, there's a barrel race. They're bringing the top 200 girls from the world around that run barrels. It's a one-day big money added roping or barrel race for them. And then on Wednesday, it'll be a couple more World Series qualifiers. They're numbered ropings, but they're big numbered ropings. What they call a businessman roping at 11.5 and a 10.5. And then on Thursday, they're going to do a 9.5 and an 8.5. So a little less the professionals, more the guys that gives everybody a chance to come and rope and spend time here, and plus get to go to the rodeo in the evening. So.
And you'll already be on ground, so you can enjoy shopping from our vendors, buy from our concessions. Your kids can go to the carnival once those gates open. There's a lot to do down here during the day, as we were talking about on this episode of Reno Rodeo 365. How do we get to the rodeo grounds? And, we know there's traffic and construction, so getting down here early for those daytime events might be a little easier. But when it comes to parking, what would your suggestions be?
Well, our parking lot's open at 8 a.m., and it's a $20 fee to park. What we're doing every day of the rodeo this year is if you come in and you go to the daytime events in the arena, We'll validate your ticket, and when you leave the parking, you'll get your $20 back as long as you leave by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you stay after 3 in the afternoon, then you're going to be charged a $20 fee. So that gives an opportunity for people to come to the daytime event, spend time down here in the morning and in the early afternoon, and then they can get their money back. They don't have to pay for the parking. And then in the afternoons, we start charging or start shuttling people from GSR approximately 2:30 this year. We're going to start earlier, and then they'll run, and so you can come and go from GSR back and forth to the rodeo grounds and not have to pay anything. It's free.
All right. So we love the free shuttle. We just love free when it comes to rodeo. We know life can be expensive, so we want you to take advantage of every opportunity, whether that's parking on grounds and getting your money back after validation or taking those shuttles. As we mentioned before, the clear bag policy. So we want to enforce that you don't bring your purses with you. Does that also stand for those daytime events?
Yes, the clear bag policy stands the whole time. You need to make sure you have a clear bag when you come here with your stuff, or just, pack a wallet or a small clutch purse or whatever for the ladies, but don't bring a big bag and expect to get in, because we want to keep everybody safe. We have that family atmosphere here and encourage everybody to come, but we want everybody to feel safe and it's not like we're inventing the wheel here. Everybody else and all the events in town have the clear bag policies, so it's really just yes, we have put it in play, and we need to have it, and we just want safety's number one concern.
Right. So we've got daytime roping events, we've got parking on grounds and free shuttles, we have the Jack tent, the Coors tent. If you're a late night Reno Rodeo goer, how late do those shuttles get you back to your vehicle?
Until there's nobody in the shuttle line. After the event closes at midnight, 12:30 in the morning, as long as there's still people out there, they will not leave anybody behind, and they'll get them back over to the GSR to get their cars.
All right. Well, thank you, George, for the information. Take notes and plan ahead. Make it a successful Reno Rodeo for you, and we're looking forward to rubbing some dirt on it. Welcome back, rodeo fans. I know we're throwing a lot of information at you, but I promised that would be the case. I want you to be fully prepared as we head into the month of June with all the information that we have to offer. And of course, not only do we have the kickoff party kicking off the month of June, but to start 10 days of Reno Rodeo activities and fun, June 19th, that's a Wednesday night, is our Reno Rodeo Kickoff Concert. This is Russell Dickerson. Tickets go up $10 the day of the event, and you can get yours early and on time down here at the rodeo office. So make sure you get down to the rodeo office and grab your tickets to the kickoff concert if you want to start the rodeo with us on June 19th. Next up, we've got Mark Sutton. That's our second VP. We'll be talking with Mark a little bit more about what you need to know regarding Kids Day and other family-friendly activities.
One, two, three.
Do you want to count us down?
3, 2, 1.
Rolling. Rodeo fans, I'm sitting here with Second Vice President Mark Sutton. And if you don't know what that means, Mark is going to be the Reno Rodeo president 2 years from now. So in 2026, we can expect a lot of fun and excitement coming from you. But for now, let's talk about this year's rodeo. I'm sure we'll get to teasing all of 2026 in the future.
We will.
So Mark, I want to talk about Kids Day. Share with the public and Reno Rodeo fans how they can participate in Kids Day and the ins and out of what it is.
Kids Day is probably one of our premier events, other than the performance itself, because it is open to virtually the entire public. The only requirement was we have a kid with you, but we have as many as 9,000 to 10,000 people that showed up last year. Altogether, I would guess that we had probably 4,500 kids with parents, brothers, sisters, and so on. It's a great event. It's free. It's on June 23rd. It starts at 9:30 a.m. immediately after Cowboy Church. So the plan should be to come over to Cowboy Church at 8:30. From there, you can go directly to the indoor arena where the Kids Day event's going to be taking place. And they've got more things to do than you'll have time to do them all. Probably a feature is our mutton busting championship that we have every year at Kids Day. Where you get to, I think we have 100 contestants that come in and compete for prizes. We'll have a number of different events. I really don't even know how many, but we'll probably have, I think, close to 30 different activities going on in the indoor arena, and the kids can literally go around from one booth to another, pick up swag, we'll have face painting, we'll have a photo booth, we'll have a lot of different things for kids to do. They can't help but have fun.
Yeah. And you'll already be on grounds, as you mentioned. Cowboy Church starts. I know last year Cowboy Church provided coffee and breakfast burritos that were also complimentary. So it sounds like a big day of free events.
Exactly. And Cowboy Church will be the same thing this year, or at least very similar in terms of having like a breakfast burrito, coffee, great non-denominational service. A personal friend of mine is putting it together for us. We're going to have Bob Tallman there with an opening prayer that day. That's pretty exciting. And if you know anything about rodeo, you know that Bob Tallman is Mr. Rodeo announcer. So he's going to be there and he's excited about it. And again, we'll get back to Kids Day at 9:30. It goes till 1:30. And if you've got any kids at all, or you know kids, bring them over. We just do an absolutely great job. There's a huge committee that takes on this project, and they just do a great job. Fun time.
8:30, Cowboy Church in the sponsors tent. That's the big white tent on the north end of the arena. As soon as it ends, you can wrap up and head into Kids Day, also free. And while we're on the topic of free events, because we all love saving money, what else can we do during the rodeo, during the daytime that's free if we're not able to make it to a nighttime performance?
Great question. Every day we have what we call Slack. It starts actually on Friday and it goes every day through the following Friday. And Slack is nothing more than an extra period of time for the timed events where competitors can come in and compete, and their times are just the same as if you were at a nighttime performance. It's a free event, starts right at 10 o'clock, and we're usually done by 11:45, 12 o'clock at the very latest. But it's a great event. We've got all the regular scoring and judging and everything like that. You would think you were at the rodeo than the fact that it's middle of the day.
And because it's free, you can sit wherever you want. So if you've always wanted to see front row action of the rodeo, you can pop into one of those box seats, or you can climb into the grandstands and protect yourself from the hot Nevada sun and sit in the shade. But Slack is a great opportunity to, like Mark said, watch those timed events. That's all I wanted to chat with you about. But while we're on the topic, can you tease anything for 2026?
Well, let's see. 2026, many may not already realize it, but we will be celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States of America. And we're going to wrap some of that into a great rodeo event here in Reno. So look for a lot of red, white, and blue and a lot of patriotism for 2026.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, rodeo fans. We hope to see you at Kids Day on June 23rd and any day throughout the Reno Rodeo at our daytime Slack events.
Hello, my name is Carrie Ann Sattler, 2024 Reno Rodeo President. On behalf of the entire Reno Rodeo family and mine, I'd like to personally invite you to the 105th Reno Rodeo. Let's rub some dirt on it.
I'm back with another Reno Rodeo VIP. Next to me is our treasurer, Justin Thompson, with information that you need to know. If you're going to take anything away from this 365 episode, it's what Justin and I are going to talk about, which happens to be a clear bag policy. Break the news to us, Justin. Why can't I bring my cute purse, tooled leather, and fringe with us?
Well, we're just trying to look out for this. Again, it's kind of a high contention deal here is the clear bag policy this year. So it's our first time doing it. But just for the safety of the community and other patrons, we decided to go clear bag. So we just want you to leave your cute bags at home. Use a clear bag. We will not have any for sale. So leave everything in the car unless you have any clear bag.
And there are no lockers, so if you're taking a shuttle or you're taking an Uber, make sure that you're leaving that at home, or find something condensed. All the requirements of the clear bag policy can be found on the Reno Rodeo Facebook page, renorodeo.com, or of course Reno Rodeo socials like the Instagram. Of course, with the clear bag policy, we want to make sure you are being safe, but we understand there's necessities, so diaper bags and medical bags will be allowed in. As Justin mentioned, it will help move through security faster. And then I know we wanted to talk about the carnival. Walk us through the carnival, what time it starts, and where can families start getting their wristbands?
Yeah, so the carnival will open every day at 4 o'clock, except for Saturdays and Sundays, which will be at noon. And you can start buying your wristbands now at local Sclaries.
On sale now. Don't wait in line. If you don't have to, go get your clear bags in advance, order one online, or put what you need in your pocket, get your wristband, and we'll see you down at the Reno Rodeo. Justin, what's your favorite event of all 10 days between the daytime events, the nighttime performances? What's your favorite event or favorite day of the rodeo?
I don't know. My favorite is I love the mutton busting. I mean, hopefully no one said that already, but I do love the mutton busting. It's my favorite for sure.
Awesome. Well, you can see it every night at the Reno Rodeo, or of course on Kids Day the 23rd during the Reno Rodeo Kids Day Mutton Busting Championship. We'll see you down at the rodeo.
Tírale un poco de tierra. Aquí en el Reno Rodeo es la manera de vivir. Es lo que decimos cuando alguien se cae del caballo o lo tira y se cae del toro. Si ves, la vida del rodeo y el oeste no es fácil, pero vale la pena. Ven y acompáñanos a la tradición y ve la gloria del Reno Rodeo, celebrando 105 años de trayectoria el 20 de junio al 29 de junio. Boletos a la venta en renorodeo.com.
Next to me is a co-chairman and dear friend, Andy Morency, who happens to just be the brains of a lot of the operation of behind the scenes of Reno Rodeo. So if you see Andy around at all this year, tell her thank you and hello. But today we're going to talk about the viewing party, the fashion show. We've got a cornhole tournament. Load us up on all the fun activities, some that are newer to Reno Rodeo.
Yeah, so we're really excited for the viewing party this year. This is something brand new to Reno Rodeo, and we're really excited because it gets more people here on the grounds and loving the sport of rodeo. Don't have a rodeo ticket? No problem. You can come in and enjoy the viewing party. Just the cost of admission is all you need to get in, and we'll have large screens. We'll have a rodeo announcer who will be filling you in on all the details of what's happening during the rodeo. Also some live entertainment, DJ. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, a great recommendation for families if you don't want to bring the whole family down and purchase rodeo tickets. You'll be able to attend the viewing party, still watch the rodeo. Kids can get up, they can move around, much more space for you to work with.
And at the viewing party, we'll start at 5 p.m. each night. We'll have line dancing instructors, live music, DJ, as Andy mentioned, a rodeo announcer who will help walk us through what we're watching live in the arena. So very family-friendly oriented, and of course, kids enjoyable for you to walk around, shop the vendors, enjoy the carnival as well, and of course, spend time with our concessions. So in addition to the viewing party, we have the fashion show. That is Saturday the 22nd. We had the fashion show last year. What new elements can we expect this year?
Well, the fashion show is great because it highlights all of the vendors for Reno Rodeo, and one of my favorite things to do during rodeo every year is shop. So we're excited to get to show off those vendors at the beginning of the rodeo this year so people have plenty of time to be able to go out and buy those outfits. One of the things I'm most excited about for the fashion show is inspiration for the theme nights. We'll make sure that we pull together some fantastic outfits and accessories that you can see as part of that fashion show and then go and purchase them right there.
Yeah. And this year, the fashion show is the first Saturday, as I mentioned, June 22nd. So it's an opportunity to see what all of the vendors have, whether it's clothing or boutique style. We've got some with cutting boards. We've got everything across, you name it, at the Reno Rodeo Fashion Show. So you can come and watch it or check it out on the Reno Rodeo Facebook page and YouTube. That's not all that's happening on Saturday the 22nd. When we load our days up, we really do it right with Reno Rodeo. So what else is happening on that morning?
So we'll bring back Rodeo 101. This is an opportunity for children to get to come to the rodeo grounds, interact with different rodeo contestants, stock contractors, entertainment acts, and learn what is rodeo and the business of rodeo. The registration for that will be open, limited to about 60 children to come and be a part of that. So if you're interested in that, make sure you get on that registration fast. We'll also have a cornhole tournament that's happening that begins at 11 o'clock on the 22nd. Fun opportunity to get out, play cornhole. There'll be a pro division and a novice division, so a room for everybody at the cornhole tournament.
And are open spots still available for teams to sign up? And then how do they do that if there are?
There are. Our socials is the best place to find that ad. If you are already involved in the cornhole community, there's an app called Scoreholio, and this tournament is listed in Scoreholio, and you can also sign up directly there.
And last year, it was fascinating to watch. I thought it was a nice tailgate activity, a backyard barbecue, but people are skilled cornhole players, and we get to see them at the Reno Rodeo. Of course, there's nothing new, more new and exciting than bringing something like that in. The prizes were really great last year, too.
Yeah, we're going to have the same prizes this year. For both divisions, there'll be a championship buckle, so both partners will get a Reno Rodeo Championship custom buckle, and second place will win 2 sets of cornhole boards, also branded with Reno Rodeo, so custom-made cornhole boards.
Well, we are very much looking forward to all the events, especially Saturday the 22nd, and then the nightly viewing party. As mentioned, it's a $10 admissions fee to the ground, so the same price you would pay if you were just coming to go to the carnival or the Jack tent, the Cords tent, or some of our food vendors. So if you're already planning on coming down just to hang out, make sure you factor in giving the viewing party an opportunity to blow your mind, because I'm sure new elements will be added every night. And that's not it, because at the viewing party, we have encouraged our vendors to stay open later than ever before. And you mentioned loving shopping, so give me a rundown of what we can expect out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So vendors will be open, most vendors, until 10 p.m. this year. If you've been at Reno Rodeo and wanted to check out what vendors were selling in the indoor arena prior to this year at 7 o'clock at the start of the performance, that was your last chance to get in there. So we're very excited to be able to have shopping throughout the rodeo in the indoor arena and in the exhibit hall.
And of course, Reno Rodeo always brings unexpected weather, whether it's hot, rainy, windy. It has snowed in the past, believe it or not. So the indoor arena, the viewing party, is going to be a popular place, especially if we get some of that unexpected weather.
Absolutely. Air conditioning too, right? So for those hot June nights as well, the whole gamut here at Reno Rodeo. And also you can buy clothes to match every weather prediction for the day.
Yeah. Watch the fashion show, plan your outfits, come in, shop, and we'll see you down at the Reno Rodeo fashion show, viewing party, and all the events that we've offered. Welcome back to Reno Rodeo 365, and I hope you enjoyed and took something away from those small conversations with our Reno Rodeo VIPs and are on the track to preparing yourselves for an amazing Reno Rodeo. A couple more events and dates you can put on your calendar if you're interested. On June 13th, that's a Thursday, will be the start of the Miss Reno Rodeo 2025 pageant. Horsemanship kicks off at 9:30 in the morning at the rodeo grounds in the arena where you'd watch the nighttime performance. Horsemanship is where the girls compete on their talent portion of the pageant. You can watch it live on the Reno Rodeo Facebook page and YouTube, or you can come down. It's a free event if you want to watch the contestants compete. The following morning, June 14th at 9 a.m. will be a Q&A question. This is the live interview portion of the pageant. So these judges will be watching on the other side of the camera as well, but the contestants will be actively competing during that portion. And then, of course, the coveted coronation event on June 14th, that's Friday night at 5 p.m., will be crowning Miss Reno Rodeo 2025. All of these events will be available to watch online. And speaking of our live shows, Reno Rodeo will not short you on live shows this year. We have information coming to you at all hours of the day. Starting at midday with Reno Rodeo Live at Midday, we've got visiting queens from all over the country. So you might see someone from the Midwest or the East Coast or right here in our backyard with Miss Rodeo Nevada on Reno Rodeo Live at Midday. Then we have Reno Rodeo Live at 5 p.m. where we have interviews with everyone from Bob Tallman, our rodeo announcer, to one of the two clowns this year, and many more. Moving into Viva El Rodeo at 6 p.m., our Spanish rodeo show. We are so excited to continue to bring this back year after year for our Spanish-speaking friends. And then immediately following that, as we start the performance of the Reno Rodeo every night at 7 p.m., live in the winner's circle. Contestants that win each round will join us in the winner's circle as we recap their ride, talk to them about what's next on their rodeo road, and of course, give you a live stream of the rodeo. So if you have questions during any of these shows, follow along on our Facebook and YouTube page, comment below, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Reno Rodeo 2024, June 20th through 29th.